Good evening. Welcome to Justice Investigations. I am your host, Al Scott. As always, we thank you all for tuning into our live broadcast tonight. There is a lot of news for us to try to cover tonight, but I'm absolutely positive we will not get there. So much is going on. So we're probably going to wind up doing two shows tomorrow, maybe one at 1 o'clock and then again at 7. Ms. Farris, good evening to you. DJ, good evening to you. Lisa Robinson, good evening to you as well. Manny Williams, good evening to you. Who did I miss? Tammy, always 100. Another faith, blessed will she be, but with me at 7 p.m. Miss Elizabeth, good evening to you as well. Again, thank you all for tuning in to our live broadcast tonight. Valerie, welcome. Miss Hot Pink is in the house. Oh my God, you've been on a long break along with Miss Rich and Faith. Good evening. Okay, tonight I've asked an activist from Shreveport, Louisiana, to join me on the show tonight. We are going to be discussing behind the vaccine. She will be with me on a split screen. Right now, we're having some issues with that. Hopefully, she's going to pop up soon, and we will hear what she has to say about the vaccine. Okay, Ms. Farris. Yes, ma'am. I do apologize. She says I'm 3 minutes late. I'm in trouble. Okay. I see activist Iverson is back on the screen down below. In a little while, I'm gonna bring her home. But let's cover some things real quickly here. And I can't go in depth with these stories because we have a guest tonight, so I know I'm gonna speak on them again tomorrow night. Okay, the white woman, elderly white woman, black girl. The girl was reporting. I think about 3 or 4 times the white woman spit on the black woman. Well, I believe she's done this before. Why else would the lady be recording her spitting on her? And every time she would spit, the black lady would look at the camera and she would wipe it off. Well, I don't know if she's in a nursing home. I don't know if she's in her house. I don't know what's going on with her. But let me say this here. A lot of black folks, we forgive too easily. And we leave things alone. And they never get dealt with again. We're quick to say, well, I'm going to put it in God's hands. God's going to deal with them. Well, for one, we can't be using God like God's a dog. We're going to sick God on people, when they don't act accordingly. Now, I don't care if the white woman is 89 years old and she got 3 hours left to live on planet Earth. My foot would have been so far up in her pink ass. Everywhere she went, my foot would go. There is no excuse. That's an act of degradation. That's diabolical for anyone to spit on someone. Well, she's an elderly lady. She's an elderly lady that's campaigning for an ass beat. That's what she's campaigning for. It couldn't have been me. I would have been in jail. When that white woman puckered up her lips like she wanted to spit on me, I'd have been in jail. Because my foot would have been up in her ass. I would have kicked her ass past heaven, made her slide past hell, and go straight to Mars. That's ridiculous. This is 2021. And I don't know what the hell was wrong with the sister. Because she's got a damn problem too, to stand there and let that white woman just spit on her. Whoever her family is, if they wasn't there, when they came back, they'd have found her pink ass on the ground with my foot up in her ass. I don't know no other way to say it. I don't know no other way to say it, because this is what I would do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Somebody said, yes, Faith says, yes, I would have done the exact same thing. That's it. I'm not for turning the other cheek. I'm not for praying for my enemies that they prosper in life. Why in the hell would I want to pray for my enemies to prosper? No. Okay, let's move on because we have a guest. The stepmother, the diabolical, despicable stepmother. I'm not going to play all of the tape because I have to get Miss Iverson up on the screen very shortly here. But for those of you who didn't get to hear what a stepmother was saying to some children, it was just downright despicable. Nothing about her says woman, nothing about her says a human. She is a monster in human form. I want you to just listen to some of what this lady was saying to some little boys while the dad wasn't there. I hope it plays. I'm going to stop there for the sake of time, but I think we did upload the video. This woman says to the kids, I'm only here to lay up and fuck your daddy and then go. She degrades them for urinating in the bed. That could be a medical issue. She also talks about their deceased mother. I don't give a damn. My mother's dead too, been dead. She got rid of me the second day. Now we fucking know why she did that. I find it very despicable for that woman to be in somebody else's house degrading their children because she has a battlefield going on inside of her mind. If you tell me at 6 or 7, 8, 12, 13 years old that I'm nothing, I'm going to be just like my daddy, in and out of jail, selling dope, then those words begin to shape me. And I begin not only to believe that, but I'm going to live that. Words have power. I don't know if you all seen the video, but she built up like an out of shape Heinz ketchup bottle that done been wrecked. And I'm only here to screw your dad, and then I'm gone. Some people shouldn't have kids. Some people should not be around kids, period. It was a very disgusting video. If we didn't upload it, I do apologize, but you can find it on our Injustice Investigations Media 7 Facebook page after the show ends. Very, very despicable. I'm waiting on activist Iverson to pop back up on the screen. Hopefully we will have her on tonight, but it gives me more time to get into another issue. Now, this girl here is from Louisiana. This sister is from Louisiana. I saw this woman's video the other day. It just kept popping up, popping up, popping up. Brown skin chick, long hair, had on a pink shirt. Tammy, always 100. Somebody else said the same thing. I hope the daddy gets to see that. I'm so glad. So the girl, the video kept popping up. And every time she would pop up, she had this long braid, she would do this. So I don't want to listen to it because I'm assuming she's just talking to females about hair. But I think she said something about, now y'all know. So it kept popping up. And then someone inboxed it to me. What the hell? This black woman, I forgot the name of the glue that she normally used for her hair, but she ran out of that glue. So she goes to a store and she buys Gorilla Glue. She buys Gorilla Glue. And you just think about, damn the glue. Damn glue. Just think about the first word, gorilla. 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 So her hair is now slicked down to one side of her head like Sammy Davis Jr. used to wear his hair. She washed it about 15 times, nothing happened. Now she wants to sue the people that makes Gorilla Glue. She said her argument is that it's multi-purpose. Look, this is multi-purpose. It's a house cleaner, but it's multi-purpose for that field. This girl has got to be slow. She got to be slow, because that's just super damn. You gonna put some Gorilla Glue in your head? God, she's slow. She's slow. I'm gonna talk more about the slow girl tomorrow when I have more time. But she's dumb as a box of damn rocks. You left the hair care aisle and went over there and got you some Gorilla Glue, and now you want to sue the company. Girl, you need help. I swear to God, you need help. You need help. You just an accident waiting to happen. But look, someone started a GoFundMe page for her. I think she had, 15,000 already? So I think she's going to a hospital somewhere in California or Vegas somewhere where they can deal with it. But whatever hospital she went to, yes, I'm serious, Emily. I wouldn't lie to you. I swear to God, I don't make this shit up. So I guess they're going to deal with it. But, and there's no disrespect to her. If you're slow, you're slow. That's just it. You know, but that made no damn sense for you to put Gorilla Glue in your hair. Girl, you crazy. Let's get activist Iverson on the screen here, and we'll deal with this at a later date and time. Okay, Miss. Hi, Miss. We lost her again. She's here, but we've lost her again. She disappeared. Okay. Hi, Miss Iverson. Can you see me?
I can barely hear you. I can barely, shall I say, understand.
Is your volume turned up? Because everything on this end is as loud as it can get.
I can't. Is there a call-in number?
Why don't we do, let me give you this. Why don't we do 208-5584.
208-5534.
No, 208-5584. It's gonna be a hell of a night. I know. Young lady, Mama said, I can hear you loud and clear. I don't know what's going on with Miss Iverson. So hopefully we can get her on the phone and we'll speak with her from there. But in the meantime, it don't take intellect to know you don't put no damn Gorilla Glue in your hair. I mean, I just don't know what the hell she was thinking. She wanted that damn hair to stick, and it stuck. That is just ridiculous. So she was on TMZ, I think, yesterday, and the Republican issue about, some people said that she did it for clout. After listening to her speak, I honestly don't think that's why she did it. I think she did that because she's slow. She's slower than a damn turtle. Sister is slow. Miss Iverson hasn't called in yet. So maybe we're gonna have to deal with Miss Iverson tomorrow night or at a later date. This is her second time coming on the show. And the last time she came, we had the same experience and stuff. So I don't think she's going to be able to get through tonight. Okay, I'm trying to see something else. Okay, I think that's it. Let's get on to some other news for tonight. They voted today. To begin proceedings in former Donald Duck impeachment. He will go down in history as the only president who has been impeached twice, because he too is dumb as a box of damn rocks. Now, Senator Bill Cassidy from Louisiana has been totally against impeaching Donald Duck until Donald Duck's attorney spoke today in Trump's defense. After the attorney spoke, the senator said, I'm going to vote to impeach him. Bill Cassidy. I'm going to vote to impeach him because the attorney was dumb as a box of damn rocks himself. He said, if we do this, this is going to bring about, I think he said, civil war. These are the threats Trump and the Republicans and his attorneys make to scare people in not doing what they know they should be doing, which is for what's right. This will not start a civil war. What it will start Donald Trump walking to prison because he must be convicted. We saw some footage today that had never been released to the public concerning what happened at the U.S. Capitol. Not to mention, listening to Donald Trump says, fight like hell. Go to the Capitol and I'll meet you there. That's inciting a riot when we say things like that. Inciting a riot. Several people were killed, several people were hurt. A police officer was pinned in and they was beating him and he was screaming because they was killing him. This mob, these thugs, went in, told police officers, y'all outnumbered 1,000,000 to 1. We run this shit. We're here because of our boss. So the guy says, who's your boss? Your damn boss, Donald Duck. They looking for Nancy Pelosi. They want to hang Vice President Pence. They take pictures of documents that everyday citizens shouldn't even know about. They came with flex cups, bombs, guns hidden for when they needed it. That meant we're getting ready to take somebody hostage. And if it don't roll our way, well, sad singing and slow driving. It's just as simple as that. These were not protesters. Again, these were not protesters. These were thugs sent on a mission from former President Donald Duck. Donald Duck organized this. Donald Duck would go down in history as the worst president the United States has ever had. The minute he went into the White House, immediately he started going against the Constitution of the United States. No president has done in the past, or at least we didn't know about it. I will not do briefings. That's because he's dumb. He can't comprehend. I don't want to stay at the White House. I want to still stay at Trump's house. You know that's not going to work. Well, I don't want to ride on Air Force One. I want my own Trump plane. You know that's not going to work. Hate crimes went on rise when he walked in that White House. Racism went on the rise when he walked in that White House. This country should still be, if they're not, should still be on high alert. Think about the information that he has. Just think about it. The information that he has could destroy this country. When I'm listening to a woman telling the other thugs the blueprint of the U.S. Capitol, well, how in the hell would she know all of that? She's been there before. People's lives were in danger. I can't remember the senator's name, but she's one of the four ladies that had a name for themselves, a fifth name of it, but Callister or something like that. Anyway, she talked about what had happened, how there was nowhere for her to go. So all she could do was get behind her door and like this and just pray. But she said she knew that was it. She knew she would be killed. This is the U.S. Capitol. You got plenty of security. You should never worry about being attacked or killed in the U.S. Capitol because, baby, you got security. But that day, they didn't have security. They did. And with the taking of Nancy Pelosi's laptop from the white woman that said she was going to sell it to Russia. Well, how can you sell Nancy Pelosi's laptop to Russia? How? Well, it's easy. If I said I'm selling it to Russia, well, that means one thing. I have been communicating with Russia. That's what it means. They were going to, look at God. They were going to take the election. Trump was hollering, stop the steal, which was a lie. But they physically came to try to take the election. Give us Trump or everybody die. Your ass better get to dying. Because we don't negotiate with terrorists. We don't do that. We don't. You cannot
intimidate people and try to hold people hostage because you don't like the outcome of the election. What y'all should have been doing was sitting down with Donald Duck and say, man, you didn't do a damn thing for 4 years for the people, and you don't even have nothing to stand on in this election. That's why you're not going to win. Stop the steal. Stop. Ain't no damn body stealing but Trump. People's lives were in danger. Over 2,000 people instantly woke up one day and said, let's go to the Capitol. No, baby. They had been planning to come to the Capitol, and Trump knew. So when the FBI keep coming out with that bullshit, let us know if you know anybody in here. You don't have to do that. You go see former President Donald Duck, because he knows everybody that's in them damn pictures, because he sent them there. He sent them there. Easy to figure out. Easy. So again, I say, this country should still be on high alert, because we didn't know they were coming, and we don't know what they have right now. We don't know. These are a bunch of angry white people, stupid niggers, because we had a nigger in there. Shay Cashton says he did tell the Proud Boys to stand up and stand down. That was a subliminal message that I'm not going to denounce this because I'm warning y'all. Stand up, stand by. I'm gonna call you and give you your marching orders. That's all he was saying. That's all he was saying. And he lived up to that promise. It might be just me. I honestly feel as if a burden has been lifted up off of my shoulders, and it got lifted on January the 6th of this year, when that low-life, trifling, insignificant monster in human form got on Marine One and he took his ass away from the White House. Trump knew what was going to happen because he orchestrated it. I was told as a child, and y'all, I'm sure all of yours as well, our country will be destroyed from within. And that's true. Even Nancy Pelosi knows one thing. The threat is still real, and the threat still sits among us. And any Republican who cannot see logic that Trump incites riots, promotes racism and hatred, well, they should either resign or should be forced out. All these Republicans are not scared of Trump. They support Trump because they are Trump. They think the way he thinks. They wanted New World Order. They wanted to be able to tell the people what to do behind a fence. Any Republican that still supports Trump after hearing the recorded phone call with Donald Duck talking to Georgia's Secretary of State with all kinds of subliminal messages and threats, if you still support him, you too are part of the problem, and you must go. Must go. The White House has never in history been turned upside down until that duck walked up in that White House. What he missed was that it's not about him. It's not about the senators. It's not about Congress. It's about the American people. We don't give a damn what you think. We don't give a damn. It's about the American people. Trump is a disgrace. He is a disgrace. But the most disgraceful day of all, in my opinion, is the day Mary gapped her legs open and gave birth to a monster in human form. You're either going to tell it like it is or you're going to keep your mouth shut. Damn what the people want to hear. Tell them what they need to hear. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell it like it is. Don't be politically correct. Come right. Come straight. Tell it how it is. This man has divided this country. He don't give a damn. That's him. Everything is about everything that he did in the White House. Watch this. Everything that he did in the White House, he would always come before the camera. This has never been done in the history of the presidency. Yes, we're doing great. Yes, this has never been done. Yes, we put in new toilets in the White House. This has never been done. I'm a wartime president. You're not a wartime president. You're a one-term president. That's what you are. Terrible. Terrible. They're terrible. He don't give a damn about this country. It's all about Trump. It's all about Trump. And those Republicans who love Trump and kiss his pink ass from sun up to sundown should go live with him, and they should be removed from their duties. Because if we know what they're doing now, that is against the Constitution and against the American people, just imagine what they have already done in the past that we may never ever know about. They must go. They must go. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just as simple as that. Last week, we brought you a story about a 15-year-old girl in Lake Charles, Louisiana. That girl, Melody, was celebrating her 15th birthday. And she had permission to go to the movies with her sister and some friends. But now, before she went to the movies, she was being bullied. By a pack of thugs, all girls. I'm gonna say it again, thugs. When she saw them, after paying to get a ticket to go into the movies, they asked for the money back. I'm told it was given to them. Well, I don't know what you mean by that, or do I do, B. Smith says, now we got to put up with Biden and Kamala. Let me say this to you, what I said even before they took the oath of office. If you don't have anything better to put on the table, then you just need to be quiet. If you have nothing better to offer than what's already there, then you need to be quiet. It's just as simple as that. You must be looking for another Trump. Not going to happen. So anyway, we all know the story. The girl was killed in Walmart, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Live streamed through some social media platforms. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I haven't verified it because when it happened, I had a slight cold. I wasn't feeling my best. And people kept calling, inboxing. Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? I can't say yes, I can't say no. I don't know. But I was told that on the day the family was preparing to bury Melody, exactly, Tammy said it can be removed. Exactly. Allegedly, the killer, the one who stabbed Melody straight in her heart, was released. Okay. If we say we stand for justice, then Some things will be like, no, no, we just have to accept it. But if it's extremely bad and doesn't make any sense to you, and it's not right, because legal does not always mean right, then we must begin to challenge the system. Now, if my daughter, if my daughter stabbed another girl and the girl died, well, naturally, my daughter must go to jail. I love my daughter to the ends of the earth. But when loving your child, you don't support your child in their criminal element. You don't do that. I hear parents say it all the time, right or wrong, I'm a beat 100 for my child. Well, you part of the damn problem too. Now we know about your child so bad. It was my daughter, and I had the money to get her out. This is me talking to my daughter. I'm gonna get you out. Maybe, depending on how it happen. Maybe, I'm gonna get you out. But here's what we're not gonna do. I'm not going to get you out of jail on the day they're laying Melody to rest, and you are the one that killed her. That's disrespectful to the deceased and the family. Your ass got to sit to come on. Now, if that's going to be a problem, if you can't accept that, just tell me now. Well, I can't, Dad. Well, guess what? Your ass won't get out until trial. I think it's disrespectful to do that. Very disrespectful. Now, oh my God, I don't know how many of you all sent me the video of the alleged killer on TikTok. She got up, I guess it may have been 30, 40, 50 seconds, I guess. She's got her back turned to the camera, and then finally, she turns around. So, what she's saying is, now, bitches, I'm back. Now what? After getting the child out of jail, the parents, not one, not two, the parents, all of them, should have said, you can kiss Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, TikTok, whatever the hell it is, you can kiss that goodbye. So how long I'm gonna be on punishment? How long? How long? Until you become a grown woman. Because this is serious. You don't come back and pop your little ass in front of the camera, excited because you done put a child in the grave. I don't have no pity for you. I have no respect for you because you're sad. But some people, young and old, have a death wish, but they don't know it. But if you keep campaigning for it, you're going to meet somebody one day that's going to beat your ass to the point. And it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. There is a rise of violence in the United States from teens. And we're putting a show together on that subject. We want to know what the problem is. Why has so many kids become violent? And one question, when things like this happen, always come into my mind, well, who's watching the children? Because some things shouldn't be happening. Here's the problem. I'm gonna put them both in the house. Mama's in the house, dad's in the house. Hypothetically. Mama's in the house, dad's in the house. The child's got a roof over her head, food on the table, clothes, fun, everything. The parents are not paying enough attention to the child. what's going on is that Facebook is now raising your kids. The street has been raising your kids. Instagram is raising your kids because you don't have time for them. And you claim you know them. No, you don't. And they don't know you. They don't. My sister Lynn, I'm going to talk about it tomorrow night, sent me a piece on, I think it was 5 teens that saw a white guy, I think he was playing a guitar or something a while back. And just for the hell of it, they said, let's kill him. And they killed him. A few days prior to this incident in Lake Charles, Louisiana, I think it was in Georgia, I think. I don't know tomorrow night, I'll put it back up. A teenager killed the whole family. Now we can sit here and either become the people's prisoner or the people's preacher. And so if we're going to be the people's preacher, which we should, then we're going to guide in the right direction, and we're not going to uphold them in their wrongdoing. Every time you run to your child's rescue, when they have done something wrong or committed a crime, every time you do that, 2 things happen. You tell them it's okay to do it. And number 2, they're going to do it again. It is nothing wrong with your child sitting in prison doing time for a homicide. Well, Miss Scott, that was a child. That was a child that kills a child. And I'm going to say it again. There is nothing wrong with your child sitting in prison for committing a homicide. Where else should they be? Disneyland, I think not. It's getting out of hand, especially in Louisiana. And we must address the laws that are in favor of juveniles. And you'll be hearing me say this until the day I die. The minute she took off the child's shoes and put on adult shoes, everything changed. I can't greet you as a child because you moved like an adult. Therefore, you must pay a price. I have no sympathy for you. Families of these thug girls can see them. They can visit them. But there's one girl in the midst of this, Melody. That won't happen. It won't. Along with loving our kids, we must raise our kids. We must. While some are celebrating being home, there's another family somewhere in Lake Charles, Louisiana. They ain't got nothing to celebrate. Now, when I spoke with someone the other day on the issue, they called to ask me about it. And I said, well, Miss Scott, some of these kids came from broken homes. I'm sorry, and continued. And she continued. And she said, some of them may have went through something in their lives that's got them in this state. I don't doubt that. That may have happened. But here's what we cannot do. Is let them do what the fuck they want to do and use what happened to them in the past as a crutch to continue to break the damn law. Get over the shit. Get over it. It's just that simple. Don't play victim to the pity party. Well, I wouldn't be doing it. Not in here. Not in here. This is serious. Juveniles shooting, stabbing, and killing people. There is a rise in it. You know why there's a rise in it? I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you. because the juvenile system spends more time along with lawmakers making sure those that have been arrested as juveniles be returned to their family in a decent time. They don't want them to be gone too long. I guess they are not thinking about the victims of these juveniles. Make your bed hard, you gotta lay hard. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Well, Mr. Scott, why you didn't go out to the other mother and you went on off on the other girl, Erica? First of all, I went off on her video because it was poor. It was disrespectful. It was about her and her daughter for almost an hour. Melanie is her name. That girl. That's not her name. We cannot paint our kids to be someone that they're not. That was a mistake doing that video. Maybe some other parents have done. I just hadn't seen it. If you want to speak up for your daughter, I understand that. But don't speak up in your daughter's defense and say, you know she didn't do this. You know that's not her character. She don't even be around stuff like that. She knew not to be seen on that camera in Walmart because if I saw that, she knew she would have hell to pay. That girl didn't give a fuck about you seeing her on that goddamn camera because, say it with me, she was in Walmart. She was in there. So you ain't putting no fear in her heart. You do not uphold children in their wrong. You are setting them up for failure. You're sending them to an early grade. You're sending them to the penitentiary. If the child is wrong, baby, I love you, but your black ass was wrong. You're going to go before that judge. Here she's going to pronounce sentence, and I'll send money when I can. I can almost understand the damn children taking it for a joke. But I don't expect for the parents to take losing a life as a joke. You can think anything you want to think. And sometimes it's just not good to say what you're thinking, especially at a particular time. There's absolutely, there's no defense here. There's no defense for them. Premeditated. But it's going to happen again and again and again until you and I bug the hell out of the powers that be and said we got to address the laws that protect juveniles, especially killer juveniles. You don't think they should spend life in prison? Well, a girl is dead, and that's what she's good. She can't come back. Make them think. Make them think. Make them think. Before we get out of here, I haven't always done right, but I haven't always done wrong either. If that was my child that was buried and I got word that the killer had just stepped out of the chair and said, oh my God. Things must change. They must change. But they're not going to change until you and I become that change that we're looking for. When you say something, you can't unsay it. It's out. When you kill somebody, you can't say, I want to take it back. I don't want to kill you no more. That's not the way it works. If a mind is fully developed enough to commit a crime, if the mind is fully developed enough to commit murder, I do believe the mind is fully developed enough for that individual to spend the rest of their life in a jail cell. I can't think of anything as appropriate. The punishment must always fit the crime. The sad thing about this is that the girls had ample amount of time not to do this. They could have stopped. They didn't. They was getting pumped up and pumped up and pumped up, grabbing knives and shit. They had an opportunity not to do it. That decision was left in their hands, nobody else. But they made their decision. Now watch this, watch this. In making their decision, here's what they didn't think. After making that decision, that they would not have the ability to decide their punishment. It don't work that way. See, when you pick up one end of the stick, you got to pick up the other end of the stick. Now over there, you ran shit. You made the decision. But it's the system. You can't pick your consequences. You can't cherry pick. Can she just get house arrest? Hell no. House arrest. She gonna get some rest inside of a jail cell. Let's get why you so hard on them juveniles. These are killers. Yeah, my ass could be next. Come on now. Mary Elizabeth said, exactly, payback comes in minutes these days. Raise your children. Don't let the children have to be the ones, the streets have to be the ones to validate your child. And we got to get past, well, my child is so good. She was with the wrong people. She just got with the wrong crowd. No, sometimes that's not the way it is. Sometimes the crowd is with the wrong child. Now, if we're going to tell it, we're going to tell it all, and we're going to tell the truth. Whatever you want for your children, you should want for the next child that's not yours. If you don't want it to happen to your child, how can you be okay with it happening to somebody else's child? In a few days, I'm going to bring you all a story after we finish investigating about a lady in Mississippi who was recently given a life sentence. She was given a life sentence because a 14-month-old baby in her care died from blunt force trauma to the head. Naturally, she's guilty. Naturally, they all know that because the child was in her care. Unresponsive in her care. So naturally, she did. She's guilty. Maybe. Maybe not. And that's all I'm going to say for now. As always, love you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Now, I'm going to say this tonight, and I'm being serious. Being serious. I'm not going to come back here tomorrow night unless y'all put some money in that Cash App and that PayPal. I'm not going to come. I got to get, y'all got to give me something, goddamn. Let me get some cigars or something. Where Jason at? Jason sent me $10 one day. He put on there, he said, Mr. Scott, get you some cigars. I sure went and got them. Look, if you like what we're doing, we thank you. Share the videos. Share the videos. But we don't charge people that come to us for help. But we have to pay bills. We survive off of your donations. If you want us to stay, I think y'all know what to do. I shouldn't have to go through this every night. If love is a verb. Love is a verb. Don't tell me you love me. Get that cash out, that PayPal, and make it happen. It's as simple as that. I love you guys. Remember, I am not always right, and you're not always wrong. This Lord willing, we will see you all tomorrow night, and I will get with Activist Iverson and see what's going on. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what kind of system she got set up over there. So I don't know if something they built or whatever. But every time she tried to come on, shit just didn't work. Thank you, Tammy. Always 100 never fake. Tammy says y'all going to give. Please don't make Tammy look bad. Don't give to the chat thing. That takes me damn near 3 months to get $1. The PayPal and the cash out. It's simple. Do it. Do it with love. When you're in that church, listening to that man and woman sign up that line. Yes, here you go, Pastor. And you know what? We got to go. And the pastor's so good with it. They start playing them old sad hymns, them old sad songs. And Mal Cannon had a tendency to play when he's ready for that money. You can't be God's giving, no matter how you try. The more you give, the more he gives to you. Just keep on giving. That shit will have folks in there crying and going in the park. I got $7 for gas, but let me tell you, God, I'm going to give you that 5, sister. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Come on, people. They went from people on the streets to people in the pool pits. I'm Al Scott. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Miss